The Saturn's video playback is often rough, and that's a good example of it. That was just a bunch of compression patterns I can barely tell what the hell I was looking at. Before we do anything, we'll play the arcade mode. Let's put it on easy. The whole game on easy. 3 lives. Credits doesn't matter, we're not using them. We're going to just be doing score attacks as I always do. Key assign, see what the buttons are. This is really basic. And I think the gun hold feature is only for the Saturn mode. So, sound test, information. Yeah, should be good. We'll start off with the arcade mode though. It'll help show off the differences because they really enhanced the graphics on this game. It's not like a small change. They did a lot to it. And again, it's not like the arcade game is shitty or anything. This is the transforming into a robot thing that I was talking about. You can't hold your shot in the arcade mode. One of the reasons I was excited about getting this computer was doing Saturn emulation, but then after I got it, I realized, you know what? I don't really need to emulate a Saturn very often. Most of the time, it's better to just run the arcade ROM and get a better experience anyway. This is one of those rare cases, though, where the Saturn version has got something extra that just makes it enough better to really be worth your time. Shit. This arcade game is probably 16-bit hardware, but it's very advanced, and there would have been no way to do it justice on anything less than a Saturn or something anyway. Excellent. This is definitely going to take a little practice. It's challenging, but we're mostly going to focus on the Saturn version. It's just better in every way. Where's the end at? Whatever. I don't know how to get back to the menu. Does that work? Sure does. Oh no. What about from here? There we go. Much more attractive select screen. Really, they overhauled the graphics in every way. There's more color depth and stuff. But the being able to hold the shot thing is what really makes it fantastic. That's the biggest improvement of all. See? Shot turns faster, and then you can hold it. It's better in both ways, really. God damn it. Piece of shit. The same way I died last time. Shit. Died in basically the same spot. Just did a little bit worse. A little bit worse than I did in the arcade version. A little surprised by that. That's alright. Let me see what the fuck I'm looking at. Everybody just does the dot dot after, even in their own default scores. Why do they give you 5 characters? It's stupid. Why does the arcade mode or the Saturn mode dump you back in Saturn, but the arcade mode stays in arcade mode? Saturn mode dumps you back in the select screen, but arcade mode stays in arcade mode. It's odd, isn't it? It went to a demo, by the way. Yeah, I went back to the intro. Didn't die that time. Much better score. Ah. Nice. Shit. Shit. Man, I did much better that time. I think I can beat that asshole. I feel like I can get to the 4th level here. No. Yep. Just for consistency. Oh, this is something different. And terrifying to use. Holy shit, that's awful. That's all kinds of awful. I don't think this guy's going to be a popular choice for me for that reason. That's a little too much. Yeah, I really hate this character. I probably won't ever play him again, or very little. Maybe I'll practice a whole lot and then come back to him and see if I can rediscover him or something, but that short-range attack shit is just too dangerous. It seems unreasonably punishing and not really rewarding in any way. It's not like it does a whole shit ton of extra damage or anything. Not in any way that I can appreciate. The only thing I'm appreciating about it is that I'm getting my ass handed to me when I move in on guys that close. Like, yeah, maybe he died a little faster, but so did I. You know what I mean? Like, that's not good. I got so close to level 4. Hell yeah. Sega Saturn rules. With all that shit blowing up all pixelated. You gotta love it. This is real video games, kids. Nice. I'm gonna wreck it. Shit. Shit. That's awful. I fucking hate that move. When he's gonna do it, I need to get behind him, but that's really hard to do. We're really close to getting to the 4th level. Damn. If I just hit N, does it put the dots in anyway, or is it just going to show it without dots? I'm actually curious now. No dots. So you can do it without the dots. Dotless. You know what? Maybe I will keep rotating in the gray ship too, and it's every 3rd turn, just to challenge myself. The red and the blue are both great, and then that one sucks ass. So there we go. God, I fucked that up pretty bad. She's a little bit faster, and it threw me off. Not great. Here we go. So easy. How is that not perfect? I didn't miss a shot, I killed it super fast, I didn't die on the entire level? How's that not perfect? What's their criteria for perfect? I'm genuinely confused. I lost myself there, which was really unfortunate. I was like, this is gonna be way too hard with one life, and it sure as shit was. The way I was right about that. Nice. Like, why is that not perfect? What qualifies as perfect? I've gotten it before. I won attempts that were every bit as clean as that one that I just did. I've gotten perfect before, but this time it's not. I don't understand. So you have to kill every single enemy on the level? Is that what it is? That might be the case. In which case, that's very difficult. Some tough stuff right there. Yeah, that's a very, very difficult ship to work with, and it sucks to do like well and be playing well, and then like because of the ship's weaknesses, just be dragged down completely in the boss fights and stuff. It's just, I don't even know on that one. Like maybe you just want to use the range weapon all the time. It's probably a more powerful range weapon than normal, but it's just like, and it's definitely a more powerful close weapon or bot weapon than normal, but it doesn't matter because the range sucks. It's too deadly to use. It's literally too dangerous. I'll take a short break here though, and I'll be right back with some more Hyper Duel, a shooter for the Sega Saturn that kicks ass. Back soon. Alright, we're back with the 5th generation shmup action of Hyper Duel. Let's play the arcade version again real quick. Just for comparison. Maybe I can make it a little further this time. I'll use her this time. Man, the character select art screen is not great. There's some art that throughout this one that's uneven and not great. They really fixed it in the Saturn version. A lot of it looks great. I mean, opening level area here looks really cool. Shit. Also, I'm not sure if the difficulty settings affect the arcade mode or not. I have no idea. They may, and it may just be harder either way. Fuck you, game. God damn, it's getting hard. Yeah, arcade mode is just definitely harder. I mean, it's kind of to be expected, but it's fun. It's really fast. Man, this game's awesome. Everybody loves shooting giant robots with giant robots. I hope so, because it's rad. You know, shmups are a popular game for indie game developers. They're good early. If you're learning how to make action games, a shooter's a good way to go. I just want to point this out in case there's anybody who ever stumbles across this that's working on shooters. Look at Hyper Duel and the Macross games, and of course Android Assault, Bari Arm. All of those games show how cool, how very cool, like the robot transformation thing can be. Um, that's a good idea and still something fun to put in a shooter, I think. Anyway, yeah, we did get a slightly higher score. Da, 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 da. Back to the Saturn mode. Character portraits are so much better here. Definitely not getting a perfect this time. Miss enemies. I'm convinced that's what it is. It has to be a full clear. Which is doable, but hard. Okay, we died on first level, so kind of fucked. Kind of a total waste now. The Technosoft are just really good at this stuff, and this is them. This is amongst their finest work. This and, of course, Thunder Force 4. A game I now recognize as being fantastico. Although, even though it's just a Technosoft ripoff, I still recommend you try Android Assault Revenge of Barony Arm, because it's like... I think it really gives Thunder Force 4 a run for its money in terms of that kind of game. It's hard to say which one I like better. Thunder Force is more challenging, I will give it that. Although they both have variable difficulty levels, and they're both really fun for players of all kinds of different skill levels. So, got nothing but good things to say about those games. Thunder Force 3 was the one that I didn't quite like as much when I went back and played it again, but after playing it for a while and getting into the groove, I decided it's still a really good game. I was just kind of surprised at how lame its boss designs were, was one thing. Like, they're just kind of like these unidentifiable robotic pieces of crap. This game's not particularly great in that regard either, by the way. Some of the bosses are cool here, and some aren't out of the three. Or one, I think this level's boss looks pretty cool, and the other ones don't. I don't think that boss design is a strong suit for Technosoft as a developer. I think their bosses always look like random robot crap, but Thunder Force 3 is one of the worst offenders in that regard. Fuck you. Oh yeah, he does this lame fucking shit, and I gotta like run behind him when he does it. Although I got just cheesed out on it. That's such a frustrating boss, and it sucks if that's gonna be like a brick wall on how far I can get in the game. Like, even having more lives and stuff's not gonna be enough to deal with it. It's just, I can't get past this guy. He's pretty frustrating. Dang it, no perfect that time. I thought I got everything. What the shit? What the shit? Wow. What a shit ass place to die. frustrating. The other bosses in this game are very easy, by the way. This is the only one that's been anything resembling a challenge. The other ones were only a challenge when I was fucking up real bad. Like, if you're like even reasonably awake, they're not hard. They don't take very many hits either. This boss takes, yes, like 4 to 5 times the health of even the strongest boss before that. The other two before it. Which, I mean, neither of those had any health, really. They both die so quickly. And then, yeah, then that guy is like a boss all of a sudden. Anyway, I'm gonna take. Let me go ahead and do the gray guy and lose with that, and then I'll take a break. What? Oh, let's go to the tape. Can somebody do a replay on that one? Tell me what got me? I didn't see a single thing on the screen that could have fucking hit me there. I did not. That was feels like robbery when you have no idea what killed you. Like, I don't have a clue, man. I'll have to go back. What's the timestamp on this? Right at 1 hour and 50 minutes or so. Or 1 hour and 50 seconds, I mean. Check that out. I'm really curious about what the fuck happened there. It just feels like they just stole a life from me and I just spontaneously exploded. Well, that sucked. Anyway, I love this game, and I'm also very, very frustrated by the third level boss. It hurts if it becomes something that's just completely insurmountable for me. It will hurt my opinion of the game. So it's be like, damn, like that's a. I don't like it when a game's difficult. I like it when a game's difficulty goes like this, and maybe even at the very end. I'm sorry, my hand's nowhere near on the screen. Okay, so I like the difficulty to kind of go up, gradually, and then maybe spike a whole lot at the very end. But like, I don't like it when it's just like fairly even, and then boom, boom. Now we're asking you to do something that's like 10 times harder than anything you did before. So very uneven in that regard. But I otherwise think it's a really cool game, really fun, good controls and all that. So anyway, I'll be back in a bit. Thanks for watching. Alright, I'm going to do arcade mode again, but with the gray ship, because you know that's going to go terrible. Might as well throw myself into the ass end of this first. Let's see what we can do. P Smasher. The P stands for penis. Penis Smasher. He's just mashing it. Boss was a real struggle. Oh god, that's horrible. Man, that's a lot of shit coming at you for easy difficulty. So-called easy. I'll probably not want to use really any close-up shots on this guy. It's too dangerous. It's way too dangerous. Oh no, it's gonna be so much faster. I'm gonna try and mix and match maybe. I knew it was too fucking dangerous. I shouldn't have done it. Should never have done it. At least we get to see the third level for the first time ever in the arcade mode. And that level has kind of a lot of color on it, color depth, so I want to see what it looks like. So I think it probably has a very different background, I suspect. Oh, if we ever get to see it. Yeah, it looks quite a bit different. Not terrible or anything, just different. Those little bunkers look way different. Shit. They warned me and I still got hit by it. God damn it. Well, big improvement though. All references to this game show it with a space, and the original arcade posters and stuff show the name with a space in it, so it feels like they kind of converted it to one word, and this is Hyper Duel, but everybody else is showing it as Hyper Duel, so I don't know. Oops, didn't hit the button fast enough. Now we've got this bullshit. I'm so pissed off I can barely think now. Shit. God damn it. Oh, fuck. Doing great, and it just ruined everything. Just completely ruined everything in the last second. Fucking sucks. Nuked his ass there. Fuck you. That was my greed. That was absolutely my greed that got me killed, and that's terrible because there's no way I'll beat the boss in 1 life. Really, there's not really any way I'd beat it on 2 lives from what I've seen, but this boss is really irritating to me. Like, I don't get it. I don't get him. Don't know what to do about this piece of shit. He'll always get me one way or the other. He's got some move one way or the other every time. I don't see anything that looks like a safe spot or a good strategy for staying safe. Being able to attack and defend, both. It just doesn't seem like a real option. Don't know that I move fast enough with most of these ships to... It might involve a lot of transforming and a lot of patience, I don't know. I hate that though. I hate how much harder that boss is than every single other bit of this game's up to that point. Like, it's just way, way harder. Almost any death I have on the way there is just some crazy accident. Something weird happened, or I, did something really stupid and feel bad about it. But then I get to that boss and it's like a whole different fucking game all of a sudden. In fact, let's look at the options to make sure I'm looking at everything here. Make sure I didn't overlook something. I want to have some other move. So make the difficulty didn't get fucked up. Nothing like that. It's on easy. I mean, I can give myself more ships, but that's not really how you should be getting through things in a shooter when you're practicing them, in my opinion. But the steep difficulty increase is just like, I don't really know what to say or do about it. It's a lot. That's frustrating. Bomber shot. Yeah, there's something I didn't know about. Okay. Let's check that out. Let's try this again. Same ship. Give it all the whirl, see how it goes. That's something you have a very limited amount of, and it's probably different for every character. That's what the B fills up the meter at the bottom for. Power-ups are completely separate and unrelated to that. Okay. Okay, I get it now. So yeah, I did learn something important that might help me beat this. Does killing enemies also fill it? Or is it just the B? It might just be the Bs. It's different if you're oh my god, there's so many things to learn. Okay, it's different if you're a ship than if you're That sucks. That was a life lost learning that lesson. But yeah, it's different if you're a ship than it is if you're a bot. Like you hold down on one button, then while you're holding it, you press and hold the other for a different effect. And I didn't understand the bots was just a forward firing thing instead of that screen crashing shit I'd been doing earlier, so that didn't turn out the way I expected or wanted at all. But whatever. I'm not gonna reset it or anything. I'm just gonna march on and we'll see how it goes. We're just gonna learn. Learn and learn. Learn and play. Play and learn. When you're firing so much shit you can't actually see the enemy shots, that's also a bad thing. That's an easy to do bad thing right there. That was a terrible run for me. Learning new stuff sometimes makes you do worse in a game, though. That's not that unusual. Because I'm experimenting and trying a bunch of weird shit that's not how I normally play, and it's fucking me up. But if you keep doing it, you'll know when and where to use those things, and it'll turn out better. I promise. Absolutely one of my worst and most embarrassingly bad runs. Let's go. Where'd you get all that health? So does using the special bomb attack actually give him more health? From what I can tell, it does. It seems way stronger. What the fuck is going on? Like, this is really weird, right? I'm just gonna go ahead and die out here because I can't even get here. Take a break, in fact. What the fuck? Alright, I'll be right back. Alright, so I'm back from my break. So I'm real pissed off. I don't know what the fuck's going on. So this game, I've been playing it. Playing it, having fun. Third boss is insanely hard, so that's kind of shitting on my parade, but otherwise, really awesome game, right? Playing it. And I discover that there's this other attack, this special attack you can do that drains down your weapon, whatever, blah blah blah. So I try using it on the boss, and it's like a health ray that heals the boss or something. He had way more health when I used the special, super powered looking laser against him than he did when I used the regular weapon. So what the fuck is going on? If anyone knows what happened in the last round and can explain it, please leave a comment. Please. Because this game seems really cool. I want to understand it. There's a lot here I'm not getting right now. I don't get this. Let's try a different character and maybe it'll seem more clear with her. Why did the boss have so much fucking health that round? I'm still like just so confused. Am I genuinely like healing the enemy with the weapon that like, makes them stronger? Why the fuck would you do that? Is it some scoring trick or something? Shouldn't this be fucking him up? Shouldn't it be like the worst thing that ever happened to this asshole? Yeah, see, it fucked him up that time. What happened the time before? I'm so confused. What? What happened? Fuck you. Eat shit. bitching. Yeah, this is a frustrating fucking game. There we go. So yeah, between these two robot shooters I played here, I like this game, but I don't like it nearly as much as I like Android Assault. Now that I spent some time with both, because it's just not as approachable of a game for an average player like me. This is a much harder game. It's not unbelievably hard or completely unfair or anything. It's quite difficult and gets quite shitty in the shittiest part. Whereas, like, any average player is probably going to beat Android Assault, I bet, if you spend enough time with it, just playing it on easy. Like, you'd be able to one credit it after a little while. And, you know, maybe even on normal if you stepped it up after practicing it a lot. This game, though, I don't know about that. I don't know about all that. It plays more like an arcade game. Not unfair, but enough to where it's like you have to be in that upper level of people who play shooters to be able to consider things like beating it on one credit or whatever. Yeah, arcade games are designed to separate normal people from their money quickly. Well, that was an unbelievably bad round. I feel like I'm getting worse at this the more I play it. I keep double, triple checking the difficulty settings to make sure that they didn't get fucked up. It just feels like it's getting harder. Like almost tangibly so. Like we've seen rounds where bosses seem like they have more health and stuff. It's very weird. Yeah, I don't quite get this weird ass fucking game. It's cool, but it's not. I wanted to play this after seeing Mad Panic Gaming did a thing on Saturn shooters recently. I think it was Mad Panic Gaming, right? And this was like his favorite, and he didn't list Radiant Silvergun controversially at all. And he's like top 5 or whatever. So I was like, man, I need to play that again because I do remember liking it, and I do like it, but it's definitely not my favorite shooter on the Saturn. This is much better. This is a good game, though. Probably a 7 out of 10, 8 out of 10, somewhere in that range. Probably 8 out of 10. I feel like there's enough here to make it an 8 out of 10. It's 2-player. It's got the 2 different modes. Let's try the other mode again. the arcade mode. Oops, didn't need to do that. Now let's lay into it. And this level uses like orange shots on a red background, which is pretty rough. Where am I? I'm off the screen. I almost died from that. Shit. Masterclass in playing. Oops. There we go. 1 second here. Here we go. Damn it. That was so bad. Oh man. How to miss everything. Barely staying alive. I think I realized why I may have been doing less damage last time. I'd have to go back and take a look at the tape to see if I'm right. But it may have been that my main weapon wasn't hitting and only the secondaries were or something. Some dumb shit like that. It was a really awkward and kind of bad run against him. Only slightly lower than normal score despite some really odd moves. No shit. Yeah, there we go. Ah, yeah, there goes my level. There goes my chance. Without even one extra life, I don't think there's any chance in hell of me beating this boss. The boss is giving me such a hard time. Fucking what? Alright, this is the first time we've ever seen the 4th level. The bomber attack made a huge difference there. I'm sorry, that's not the 4th level. That's the 2nd phase of this. No, it is the 4th level. Thank fucking God. I was gonna say, if this boss is yet another phase where I fight him in space, I am going to fucking lose my shit. Shit. That was a new high score by a lot. And knowing that now that I know the strategy on the 3rd level boss, I'm feeling a little more confident. You gotta stay back more because you'll shoot a lot of the missiles anyway and lay into them with the bomber attack, which obviously worked really well. Awesome. Yeah, this game's dope. Especially since it offers something, you know, different than other shooters. Like, this is a really unique game. It's I think I did create a lot of frustration for myself by playing a console shooter and then going into an arcade shooter like this. If I was just thinking of I'm playing an arcade shooter right now, I probably wouldn't have been as pissed at this game because there's some really moments. But like any arcade shooter is gonna have that, you know, really really kick your ass every once in a while kind of thing. Part of the whole experience, right? So no, I can't begrudge somebody putting this one at the top of their list. It's a very unique game. This is the Saturn's the only place you can play it, and it's a really good game. But Saturn has so many good shooters. It's a nightmare. For one thing, I love bats again. I've heard some people say that's actually not that good of a port because there's a lot of input delay or something, but I never really noticed. I always thought it felt good. It's not how I'd play it now. I'd just fire up the arcade ROM because it's easy to emulate, but that's the other thing about it, you know. Like this is easy to emulate too if I wanted to just play the arcade mode, but I don't. I want to play the Saturn mode, which is rad. I haven't commented much on the music, but it's excellent. And especially the remixes of it in the Saturn mode. And Technosoft just never miss on the audio. Yeah, I feel like he has more health now. know why. Not a clue why this guy would have any more health. I made short work. Greed. Man, that same greed death got me earlier too. That's rough. Hard to resist. Hard to resist the greed of that. You need that power up, you know? Power ups are good. Gonna help you fight that boss. Gotta get that power up. You just need to let it cool off. You gotta let it float around for a second. It's frustrating to take that chance, but it's frustrating to not take that chance too. First level boss death. Awesome. My dog's in here going crazy. I have one last round. I'm going to give this one more attempt because it doesn't take very long. And then I'm going to wrap it up. This game's super rad, though. It's a good challenge. It's an arcade game, for sure. And, truly a game where I think the arrange mode adds value, too. Like, it looks and sounds a little better in every way, has a better presentation, and enhances the controls in like a critical way, I think. Hang on. Sorry. I was chasing that bullet. That's a weird thing that happens to me sometimes in shooters, where I'm like somehow get turned around and I'm like heading straight towards a bullet. Oof. It's a bad feeling. Like it's like a weird thing. Very good score for the first level there. Yeah, I might as well quit. My dog's bothering me so much right now. Apparently she's starving to death or something, and there's just no way I can play the game even reasonably at all. Um, gee, it's like really early too. This isn't even when you normally eat. Mm. Eh. I'm gonna make her wait this out. Be good girl, okay? Be good girl. You be good girl. Yeah, I see you. I see you. Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, I see you. You good girl. Yeah, you need to settle down though. You settle down, okay? Alright, try and do this. One last run, for real. Did okay. Yeah, you died already. That's terrible. Let's see, I'm no longer in the groove. And just to round it out, one more attempt in arcade mode. It's a hard one to pull myself away from. I'll probably make a save state of this too, just because this is a game I could see myself coming back to for dang sure. Both of these, I would like to do a normal difficulty score attack probably on Android Assault Body Arm. Same bullet chasing bullcrap that I did before. There's some weird instinct that goes wrong there for me every time. Badass. Not a good score. Did not do well. Fuck! That was so stupid. Alright, well. That's Hyper Duel. It's challenging, but fun and good, and you should play it. The best way to play it is on Sega Saturn, actually, if you can. If you cannot, emulate the arcade game. Still a good game, still worth playing. I would rate the arcade game a 7 out of 10, and I would rate the Sega Saturn version an 8 out of 10. A high 8, probably. It's a very good game. Certainly in my top 10 Saturn shooters. Maybe even my top 5. I don't know. It's way up there. It's a good one. I like, Radiant Silvergun more, and I like, Like I said, Batsugan, I like a whole lot. I like the Taito games, which we actually got in America, and which I have the US versions of in the complete in box. Darius Gaiden and Galactic Attack, which is the game that is also known as Layer Section, Gunlock, or Ray Force, depending on where you live and which version of it you played. I'll play all those Taito shooters again at some point. I did do Ray Storm and Ray Crisis not too long ago. Really fun games. Really cool stuff. Anyway, this was Hyper Duel, and yeah, check it out. Thanks for watching.